So, hey guys, this is Captain Zach Sturm. Welcome to the 28th annual Fall King of the Beach. This is the 13 Fishing live stream. I have my co-host Gray Burchell.
How are y'all doing?
And you may know us from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio on 102.5 The Bone. But today we have a very special privilege to come out here like we do to support the Old Salts Foundation. And it's great. It's crazy weather-wise and everything. It's been a crazy
It's been quite a week, and you know, it's amazing when you think about the things we go through to play in this tournament. You never know what the weather is going to be. So luckily, the tournament made an adjustment, and I think it was for the better for everybody's safety. But I know that you know, it seems to be working out fine today.
Right. So well, no question about it, Gray. I mean, a lot of times you end up with a situation like this. We call it Kingfish weather. You all may be like, there's no way I'm going out in this weather. But I was actually out today. We had about 150 boats all around Egmont Key, the Egmont Shipping Channel, which we call the ditch. The beaches were extremely rough. We were with my friend Troy. We had a 32 Contender ST, and let me tell you, it was still a very tough day to be on the water.
It'll be interesting to see the fish weigh-in count, you know, because when you think about what you've got to go through today on a day like today, it's going to be some real, when you say the boat brand contender, it's going to be some real contenders.
We're going to have some
that
contenders
went out today.
in here, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, big thanks to a lot of our good friends out there on the water right now. I wanted to give you guys a chance while we're introducing right now to thank some of the folks that are making this possible, and it is 100% great. We have our friends from Visit St. Pete Clearwater. They have been a proud partner of the Old Salt Foundation for 7 years running, and they are the official tourism and commerce folks in the Clearwater St. Pete area. Most of the stuff that they do for tourism is just incredible, and we thank them for being a partner. Also, Gray, let's talk about Crabby's on the Pass.
Crabby's on the Pass. Yes, sir. Crabby's on the Pass. They've just opened up right there at John's Pass. Amazing restaurant, great sponsor of the tournament. And we're glad to have them.
And not to mention, Crabby's on the Pass is also the world's largest waterfront restaurant. It's long. Trust me, we were coming in there after getting beat up, running back from that area on the beach with Egmont, and we were looking over at the south side of John's Pass, where Crabby's on the Pass resides currently. And, Gray, there is a whole line of shoreline there that just has a bunch of people having fun, waving, having drinks and food. Check out Crabby's on the Pass. They're great folks.
What was it like getting into John's Pass today?
Well, you know, that's one of those things that we really have to look at, and it was bad, guys. There's no other way to put it. It was really bad. And you know, Gray, the funny thing is we've been in some pretty crazy weather before.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of you may know us from Tampa Offshore Fishing on Facebook. If you're not a member, be sure to join. You get all the up-to-date information. And also, if you guys get a chance, check out oldsaltfishing.org for all of the events that we have on an annual basis. There's a lot of fun stuff there. But
we also want to give a special thanks out to 13 Fishing.
Yes. Yep. 100%, Gray.
And they do a lot for the tournament. They do a lot for the fishing industry.
And the kids.
Yeah, and the kids. They give away a lot of rods at this tournament. You know, so what is it, a youth angler? Every youth angler that weighs a fish gets a rod?
So every youth angler that enters ends up getting a rod. And you may have noticed this if you've attended one of these King of the Beach tournaments before. They have all these fishing rods that they end up giving to these youth anglers. And, folks, these are not cheap combo setups that you would find at your, you know, random big box store.
Right.
This is 13 Fishing, high quality stuff, the type of stuff that the pros use, and
it's a rod for life.
It's a rod for life that you can take care of, and
it'll take care of you.
But yeah, they've given thousands of those away, and big thank you for having that happen. You know, again, that's why they're promoting, and we're pretty much thankful that they're hosting this live stream this year, and we love having them around.
It's going to be an interesting story today. I really think that we're going to run into some really vivid descriptions of the weather because, you know, and of course we also talked a little bit, you know, we had Polly from Wicked Tuna.
Which
is kind of crazy. But, you know, he's used to really bad weather out of Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Gloucester. But you know, now we're looking at out here in the Gulf of Mexico. You got some really rough weather. And, you know, to those guys who got out there today, man, my hat's off to you, because I know that it's a tough day, a tough situation.
And
but
you know, I have to give a big thanks to not only all of you that are tuning in, but all of the volunteers, all of the sponsors, and the Old Salts board for doing what they do. Because like we were talking about, interesting to describe the weather. Interesting would have been, I'm sure, the conversations that had to go down to figure out whether or not to do that, because it's almost as if you can't, you never know if you're going to upset somebody or if somebody's going to be okay with it.
And we talked about it on the radio show. We talked about it on the radio show yesterday. You sometimes don't ever know what's going to happen with the weather for fishing until like the day of, right? So we can get these forecasts, and then you wake up in the morning, shows 8 feet the day before, and you get up in the morning and it's 2 feet, 3 feet, right?
Without a doubt.
You've got to always play it out to the last minute, because these tournaments, they take a lot of dedication from our sponsors and from all our volunteers in order to operate, in order to happen. And there's a lot of money for charity on the line and everything like that.
A lot of money for the participants too.
And a lot of money for the participants.
It's going to be, you know, somebody's going to be crowned king of the beach, like we do every spring and fall. And we have our aggregate folks that are involved too. It's a great tournament. This is the richest Kingfish tournament in the world. We have the largest prizes, the best sponsors. It is truly something to marvel.
What was last year's payout? Was it
$131,000, somewhere in the neighborhood of that? So pretty cool. But
awesome.
We do have, speaking of Old Salts, I've just been informed that we have my friend Tommy Verdinsky, the president of the Old Salts Foundation, that is going to be speaking with us, talking to you all in a little bit here. That's going to be a lot of fun, because, I mean, hey, this is King of the Beach, and we are happy that you're here with us. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more content after this. Claire?
Want this to be an event for everybody. We got the single outboard engine division. I think right now, if you're in everything, it looks like you're going to take home about 130 grand.
42.95 pounds for Team Longshot. All right, it's counting down. Team Loggerhead weighing in today at 54.06 pounds. Team Loggerhead with a check for $130,000, the largest payout in King of the Beach history.
this to be an event for everybody. We got the single outboard engine division. I think right now, if you're in everything, it looks like you're going to take home about 130 grand.
42.95 pounds for Team Longshot. All right, it's counting down. Team Loggerhead weighing in today at 54.06 pounds. Team Loggerhead with a check for $130,000, the largest payout in King of the Beach history.
Welcome back to the 28th annual Fall King of the Beach Kingfish Tournament. This is the 13 Fishing live stream. I have James Holden here with me. Holder. I'm sorry.
Good.
And you're a legend, and I shouldn't be messing your name up. Remember, so James, you have a very important task, something that I can't imagine the weight of. You inspect the fish. Tell us a little bit about that.
First thing, looking for the checking them at minimum lengths, because the minimum length for the tournament is not the same as FWC rules.
That's right.
So I've got to make sure the Spanish are minimum 15 and the Kingfish are minimum 30 inches.
Okay.
And then also checking for stingers, hooks, or anything that might be in the belly that shouldn't be there.
Okay.
And then a lot of times we'll get juvenile kings that look a lot like a Spanish, and somebody thinks they've got a big Spanish, but we've got to disqualify that because it's a baby king.
And you know, there's some really detailed information on that about Spanish versus kings. So just always check your regs, FWC, Fish Rules app. You know, some of those kind of places, they'll get you the right information. And you know, honestly, it's so confusing. I'm not even going to say it on here, right? Just look it up before you harvest that fish, right, guys? But no, of course, you also deal with some, you know, interesting things you might find in the fish, you know, that could weigh a little more or something like that. Does that happen occasionally?
Very rarely, but sometimes there'll be some baits that look like they might have been stuffed down there a little bit because they're still pretty whole and haven't been
chewed
processed
up, like
through the stomach. Yeah, exactly. So just looking for stuff like that in the throat and feeling the belly, make sure there's nothing foreign.
Understandable. Well, what would you say would be the craziest thing that you've found inside of one of these kingfish, or that you've found as you've inspected the fish?
But more than anything, it's the juvenile kings coming in, as you know, people.
Yeah.
Because they've got spots on them and they're small, so people think and assume it's a Spanish. But if you look at the lateral line and the dorsal fin,
that's
they're
right.
dead giveaways.
That's right. And you know, and it's like we talked about a second ago, but it is one of those things where you really do have to know that. But some of these apps nowadays and stuff like that, they'll give you the information no matter where you are, right? So if you got your phone handy, just look it up. Just look it up and make sure.
FWC's got pictures. I mean, that's everybody can go there for a good reference. And you know, other than FWC and what's shared on there, like I said, the minimum lengths a little more stringent here than FWC allows. So instead of 12 on the Spanish, it's 15, and 24 on a king, it's 30.
Right, understandable. And actually, you know, last year I saw a few people weigh kings that were 28 inches, etc. And you know, they were frustrated, you know, but it is how the tournament works, and we want to make sure we have a nice buffer so nobody's accidentally harvesting the wrong fish, right, and an illegal fish.
And it's not uncommon for a fish to shrink a little bit on ice, and you know, somebody thinks they've got a fish that and again, some people may reference FWC rules, not look at the tournament rules, and think 24 is just fine for a king, but it's not.
Now, have you ever seen a major upset like it weighs up there, and then you weigh it when you certify it, and it's a big a major difference or anything like that?
Well, I'm not doing anything with the weight. I'm simply just checking the fish before it comes to the scale, and then so that's the official weight.
Understandable. Yeah. Well, that's a really interesting task. I can't imagine. Now, how long have you been working with the Old Salt Foundation?
Probably close to 20 years now.
Wow, that's amazing. So you've been a part of this tournament for a long time, And you know, of course, you got the volunteer shirt on. So obviously, this is a volunteer job for you, and we greatly appreciate that. You know, and it's amazing. You know, we talk about the volunteers, but this whole thing just wouldn't happen without them. I mean, it requires so much effort and care and love for this community in order to make it all work. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
The volunteer hours that go into this I can't even imagine what the total hours are, because, you know, when I lived closer and was more involved with the organization, we would start on a Monday and be out here all week long setting things up for this. So there's a lot that goes into it, and the planning goes all year long.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we also, you know, we have a foundation, the Old Salt Foundation, that does so much for the local community. And you know, we talk about the dollar amounts that this tournament brings into the local economy. You know, and of course Tommy's going to go over that with us here in a minute. But it's just amazing work, and it's that kind of stuff. It's, you know, the selflessness of all of that really makes this tournament come together.
Yeah,
and I'm proud to be a part of it myself. I mean, it gives me chills. It gives me hair on my neck stands up when I think about it.
You know, if you've ever been to any of the banquets where they actually hand out checks at the end of the year,
absolutely, I have. Yeah,
that's, you know, that's where you really see what it all means.
Yeah. Well, and you know, guys, we talked about it earlier on the live stream, but you know, last year's prize, you know, the Team Loggerhead, they went in and did all the tournament within tournaments, and they got themselves 131,000, roughly 130,619, I think it was.
It was over 130. I remember that.
Amazing payout.
Yeah.
The record payout for this tournament.
100.
Yeah, and so, you know, as this tournament continues to grow, these record payouts are just going to continue to happen.
Absolutely.
So it's such a great time, and it's also such a great opportunity. Even if you're just in a bay boat, you know, or whatever, get out and fish this tournament. You know. Now we always talk about the weather. Now, do you fish this thing often? Have you fished it?
I don't get to fish it because
of the work you do, right?
Here. Yeah.
I can imagine. It's a similar situation for me mostly, but you know, I have fished it several times in the past. And it's exciting, but you know, sometimes, like this year, the weather, you know, causes us to maneuver this tournament around.
Yeah.
Which I was very glad to see that we did. I mean, it made such a difference as to the fishability of it.
Still a little windy today, but nowhere near like yesterday.
That's right.
Been.
The forecast for yesterday, if you guys didn't know, it was 8-foot seas on an 8-second period, which means that you pretty much have vertical waves coming at you every 8 seconds. And if you fish a lot, you'll know that equals a really dangerous, bad time. So it's really great that they moved it. Today's forecast was a lot better, still rough, but a lot safer. We never know how it's going to play out.
Somebody's earning that check today.
They are. We talked about it. You know, Zach earlier was saying he was out on a contender, and I said, you know, it's funny you use the word contenders, because the guys that fished it today, they are contenders.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. But so tell us a little bit about, just other than the Old Salt Foundation and everything, what do you do?
I run a direct mail magazine up in Citrus County.
Nice, okay.
Volunteer with a few other tournaments, more so up in Citrus than here, but do some of that. I've been involved with a lot of tournaments all over the state for many years.
Awesome. Well, you know, you were saying you live in Crystal River now.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful area that is. Of course, I'm partial to here. You know,
I love it here too.
but
not hard to get to twist my arm to get me down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you obviously have a passion for fishing. What would you say? I mean, you fish, obviously. What would you say your greatest fishing achievement or largest fish you ever caught was?
I love offshore, and I love to eat fish. So grouper and red snapper are big for me. So I've been out pretty deep catching some nice grouper. And then also, it's funny, when I moved down here, I was up at Gators one night, and a couple guys were talking about shallow water grouper fishing.
That's a lot of fun.
It's a lot different here than it is up there, though, because when I engage them in conversation, they're like, yeah, we just go off the beach to about 30 feet of water. And I was like, well, Crystal River, 30 water's deep for us.
Yeah, 10 feet of water over there to shallow water.
Catch a lot of big grouper inside 10 feet of water.
It's very interesting. I actually just did a trip with that just recently, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. pulling plugs. We're out right out of Bayport, Hudson area.
Yeah.
And 10, 12 feet of
They'll
water.
come up and hit top water plugs.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
But I'm the same way. I love to eat fish. I love the grouper snapper fishing, and this side, of the state gives us a lot of real estate, a lot of nice hard bottom and everything like that. And it's also a great area for kingfish because they like the structure that this area affords, and they don't have to be in the deepest water to be found.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it makes
Saw guys fishing right off the beach this morning.
That's right. So once again, it comes back to it being anybody's tournament, and we're going to get this weigh-in line going soon. Everybody's starting to row up. So, as we start to see that come together, it's just going to be a lot of fun to see what comes in.
Yeah, I'm excited for the day, see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, we have, we've had a great talk with you.
Yeah.
It was really nice meeting you. And thank you so much for the work you do. It's amazing, and I'm sure it's got to be a really interesting job.
Oh, yeah, a lot of fun, too.
Yeah.
I get to talk to a lot of people coming through the line.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're actually going to bring the president of the Old Salt on here in just a minute. And Tommy, are you? Yeah, we bring the table over for you.
I hand it off to you now, brother.
Thank you, sir. Is this good here?
We got Tommy Verdinsky here, president of the Old Salt Foundation.
Great, what's up, buddy?
Hey, just living life, sir. How are you?
I'm good, other than, broken spine.
Oh, my gosh.
That's why we got a table here for me, just so I can hold myself out.
If I had a broken spine, I probably would have made a phone call and said, hey, guys, I ain't going to make it today. You're tougher than me. That's why you're an Old Salt.
Nothing stops the king of the beach, my friend.
That's right. That's right.
Not COVID, not the weather that we had today.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Well,
a lot better than yesterday's weather.
Yes. I was very interested to see, how it would all play out because I knew the forecast. We kept looking at it, and I know that's been on everybody's mind. But what was it like when y'all made that decision? Was it an interesting one? With
it was. Board? I mean, we had a full-scale board meeting, emergency board meeting, obviously, and took about an hour and a half, actually. It wasn't, everybody was heard, and, different things came up, and, we kept looking at the weather and called some sponsors, called some anglers in between, and made a decision to postpone a day and let it go. We're lucky here, that there are places to hide.
Right.
And it did lay down quite a bit, and I don't think it blew quite as bad as what they anticipated originally.
Well, Tommy, a lot of people probably know who you are, but there's probably a lot of people watching this that may not know who you are. So you're the president of the Old Salt Foundation. How long have you been involved with the Old Salt Foundation?
I've been involved for over 25 years. I started just as an angler. Actually, at the King of the Beach, it was the first tournament I ever fished.
Yeah.
It's
the first tournament I've ever fished.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was just a general member. Went to the membership meetings and started getting more involved as a volunteer. And I missed the meeting, and they made me president.
You weren't at the meeting when they made you president?
No, I missed that meeting. They asked me if I wanted to be on the board, and I told them I would gladly be on the board.
Right.
And then I got a phone call, and they said, "Hey, they voted you in president," and here I am.
You must have made quite an impression.
Well, it's tough to give away a free job, bro. Where everybody out here is volunteers, and it takes over 300 volunteers to put this event on, and this is just one of several events that we do throughout the course of the year.
Right.
It's actually, obviously, King generates more revenue for our charities than a lot of our other events, but
well, some of the other events you have are so, like the Loop tournament. You got to be kind of special to fish that, right?
Yeah.
You've got to have the right boat. You've got to be ready to go real far. It's an awesome tournament where you can go out and the amazing fish you can catch that we all dream about, but it does take a certain skill set to fish that tournament.
Yeah, and the Loop actually founded the Old Salts.
Right.
Old Salts is actually an acronym. Stands for Operation Loop Development Suncoast Anglers Loop Tournament.
I'm glad you said it because I always have to.
Years ago.
I always remember that it's an acronym, but I can never remember the whole thing.
It's our 50th anniversary this year, and the Loop is special. You're going 150 to 200 miles one way.
That's right.
Guys are out there for 3 days looking for marlin and tuna and wahoo dolphin.
Right.
We have an amazing fishery here. It just
Absolutely
takes a little bit to get to it.
Yeah.
So they reference it as the Iron Man of bill fishing quite a bit. So,
Oh yeah.
So it is. That's a unique event, and we're proud to be able to keep it going after 50-some years, and so that's good.
Absolutely. Well, it's also we've talked about it a little bit already, but so many sponsors and the volunteers, everything that goes into this tournament. In fact, we got so many awesome sponsors and everything like that. I had to write them down.
You wrote them down. There you go.
I had to write them down on the back of my on the back of my pass.
You always cheat like behind you too.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that, dude. That's why you're you.
I'm telling you. We couldn't be out here today without Crabby's on the pass. Our title sponsor this year, Visit St. Pete Clearwater,
Right.
Huge partner with us. We got a lot of anglers from North Carolina to Texas. We got a team here from Pennsylvania. We got a walleye team that's in from Michigan.
Wow.
So I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know Kingfish that are here, and they're doing it.
That's also why it's so important to make this schedule work. Sorry, I just just deflected someone from the camera. Occasionally, guys, you might see someone walk right through this camera. It's a little closer this year, so it's not as bad.
Yeah.
But in the past, we've had a lot of people just walk right through it, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. We just
just keep riding with it.
We've had bigger problems, right?
Absolutely.
But as far as the tournament goes, and the biggest thing I guess would be just like how much it helps just the local economy, right? And I know I meant to ask you what the typical impact is.
Well, we had the first time on the field was actually when we just came back from COVID.
Right.
And that year alone was a $15 million economic impact to the.
That's amazing.
To the county, and it's quite a bit more than that. I mean, they don't take in consideration fuel in the boats.
Right.
They're starting to do that now, and we've kind of worked together as a partnership to kind of tweak the surveys a little bit, but we couldn't do it without those guys, and we love our anglers that come in. They feel like they're at home, which is cool. Nobody shuns them. They're not going to give the dilly rock away, but they let them know where the fish are at and where the bait's at, and it's a big community event, and it's just it's fun to be a part of either way, spectator or an angler or a volunteer, and with this tournament we raised in the last 10 years, we raised over $1 million for local charity.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
So it's not to mention last year, right before everything got shut down in the spring, we had our first annual King of the Beach Seawall tournament for kids.
Okay. Yes.
We broke the world record. We had 820 children fishing the seawall around the peninsula here at Rock Park, and not a single one of them got a hook in their back.
That's
and I know you hooked your father. I think it was on purpose.
Yes.
But
I've hooked my father, my girl. We've hooked my girlfriend. We even did the little trick with the monofilament and and you pop it out and
just don't do that with a circle hook.
Okay. Yeah, it was on a plug that that it caught my girlfriend, but it's just it's amazing that nobody got hooked with 820 people fishing.
820 kids, and all the rods were donated by 13 Fishing. There were rod and reel combos. Also through the state of Florida, we had some additional stuff from those guys, and Fisherman Ideal Supply House. They take out all our youth anglers today that come through the line. They all get a rod and reel. They all get a tackle bag.
That's awesome.
Our theory is less X boxes, more fishing boxes.
Well, I'm sure everybody's appreciative that you had the ability to, move this tournament a day, but keep it on the same weekend.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that travel to see this, to come do this tournament, and to see the winner and maybe be the winner.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I mean, you're fishing for hundreds of thousands of dollars today.
Right.
So it's not the biggest event we've ever had, but with the weather being what it was and making the move, and it's still going to be a great pat, and I expect to see some nice fish.
And this tournament is always done. Is it the first Saturday in November every fall?
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Yes.
So you got to remember, guys, that when we look at weather and things like that, it's not like somebody picked a bad Saturday 3 weeks ago. right?
No,
this thing is set in stone.
2 years in advance.
Exactly.
I mean,
so it is a lot of maneuvering to make sure that it all plays out exactly the way it's supposed to with the weather, because this is Kingfish tournament weather. This is normal.
It makes them move, you know, makes them eat. So, you know, it's unfortunate. This is the second front of the year that we've had.
Right.
You know, so
that's right.
Once they start on a weekend, they typically, you get weekend to weekend, that 7-day cycle, and it just was what it was. And today was fishable. I mean, you know, they all went, and so we're going to see when we get back to the scales, you know.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, Zach, I've said it 3 times now. This will be the 3rd time I've said it, but he went out on a contender today. And I said, you know, the guys that are going to fish this thing, they are contenders.
They are.
Yeah, because today, you know, and
we've got a lot of small boats that fish today.
Oh,
you know, they did different things, and they, like I said, they found places to hide, get up in the Tampa Bay, and you know, you can trailer your boat in this event, so you don't have a shotgun start or anything. So you can make it as comfortable as you can, and it was a little bumpy out there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But I'm sure everybody had a good time. We're going to see some nice fish, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when it comes down to last spring's winners, Team Loggerhead, we just had them on our radio show on 102.5 The Bone.
Yep.
Hopefully they fished it again.
Oh, they fished?
Yeah. Maybe you talked to them. I haven't today, but
I haven't seen them yet today.
Yeah,
no.
But it'll be interesting to see how they do. I know that team just extremely well put together. They have a plan for everything. But the nice thing about this tournament is, like you said, bay boat to sport fishers, right?
We've got a 15-foot John boat in the event that's fishing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's anybody's game with the boundaries and being able to do that. It really helps out quite a bit.
Well, and wasn't there's a story that you told me in the past, and it was about a really young kid.
Yeah, it was
won
actually
the tournament.
That was the year before I became president. Actually, I was fishing. I was actually fishing the Skyway because the weather went bad. 2 guys in like a 16-foot Boston whaler.
Right.
They came up to us in the morning. They're like, "Did you guys find bait?" I'm like, "Yeah, 3 days ago."
Right.
They're like, "We don't have any bait." I'm like, "Man, the best bet would be go up into the marina, throw the net, get some mullet."
Right.
So 2 kids. They didn't have a front seat. The kids holding on to a rope.
Well.
And like it was like 3 or 4.
Somehow.
And they went in. They threw the net, got some mullet, went right past me, hooked up. And I would have swore they had a shark on. I watched these kids fight this fish until they were out of my line of sight. And next thing I know, I get back to the weigh-in. I weigh my fish. We had like a mid-20 something. And these kids were behind me in line. Threw this slob up onto the scale.
Awesome.
And they were so young, we had to have their parents had to write a check to their parents out there.
Yeah.
And that was the days when it was only $10,000 first place, but they went through and won it, and so like I said, it's anybody's game out there. It really is.
And back to it being anybody's game, you know, you guys have a new game going on this year. What is it? It's 21.
So yeah.
pounds?
So normally we used to do the anniversary year. We would give a special prize for it. Well, now that we're up to the 28th, that's a top 10 fish typically.
Right.
So now what we did is we went to 21 for the year. So the closest fish to 20.21 pounds wins $2,021.
Well, so guys,
obviously next year it'll be 2022. So.
And what that means, guys, is that you need to get in line and weigh your fish no matter what you got.
No matter what you got.
That's right.
The other rule is anybody today that weighs a fish, you throw your ticket in the bucket. And if you're on the field still when we pull that number, you win an additional $1,000 just for being there.
That's awesome.
So
weigh your fish in, because there's always something to win. There's no reason to count yourself out. And that's what's so important, because, you know, with the guys who go through and they get involved in every little tournament within tournament and everything like that, those are the ones that really earn money in these tournaments. So if you're out there today and you've got a fish, get it together, bring it here.
That's it.
Right?
You know, you get the single outboard engine division by Suzuki Repower. You know, your first place, you get a 200 horse repower package. I mean, There's a lot going on. Spanish mackerel typically gets $1,000 a pound. It's like, 5 pound Spanish is taking home $5,000 typically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's great to do, and it's just great to see everybody out here. And I just appreciate everything you guys do for us. And like I said, we can't do it without all our fine sponsors. I'm sure you guys out there and internet world has seen some of the reels from the sponsors, and we just want to thank them and all our volunteers as well.
Well, like I said, and we have so many great sponsors that I literally had to write them down on the back of my lanyard.
I cheat with it.
There's more than that. There's even more than that. But the other thing. So with that, being out here and setting all this up, what do you think you said it's 300 volunteers.
300 volunteers.
Right, 300 volunteers.
We start the Monday before the event.
Right.
And we end up getting off the field Tuesday after the event. And this year we're going to be a little longer, obviously, because we skipped the day in between. We were still out here, but
yeah.
But I think we're going to get ready to start the way here in a minute. And
2 questions for you
right,
as we kind of close this thing up.
Giving me out right now.
Yeah. So Tommy,
you see me shaking.
If you're just tuning in, Tommy had a vertebrae spine injury, and he's toughing it out right now. I got a lot of respect for that. But weigh-in started at 3. When is the cutoff for weigh-in to get in line?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. So guys, get your
we'll see that
here.
big rush around 4 o'clock.
Right.
So we got guys in line right now, and we got the shuttle boats running to bring them in, or they can come by car.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, 5 p.m. is your cutoff, so make sure you're here and make sure that your fish is tagged by then in line, because that's if you're here at 5:01, I'm sorry, but you're not in the tournament.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can be my best friend. Today, everybody's face, no pun intended, is gray.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, sir, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to it. Everybody out there, thank you for tuning in, and come out here and visit and watch the rest of the weigh-in, and look for our schedule of events at oldsaltfishing.org. Not to mention, we do have a raffle going on online.
Okay.
That's happening. We've got a trip to Nasaurus in that raffle, so you can jump on the Old Salt website and check that out as well.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, we'll see you up on the main stage here shortly, Tommy.
All right, bud.
You'll be weighing some fish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
We got Zach Stern back in the house.
We certainly do. And Gray, I am very thankful to have met my friend Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
Here.
Hi.
Here, we got to get you a microphone.
She has to get a microphone.
Here, I'm going to hand you mine.
I'm going to give her Gray Birchall's because she looks better
Thank
than
you.
Gray does. So we're going to really talk to Jackie about Crabby's on the Pass, our title sponsor that is doing so much to put on this event for you all and for all of us here at the 28th Annual Fall King of the Beach. But Jackie, tell us a little bit about yourself. Don't be nervous. And she can talk really well. I think she's going to have my job next year.
Oh, thank you, Zach. Thank you for that. But yeah, Crabby's has been right on the pass there for about 5 months now, up and running, going really strong. Got a lot of regulars coming in, a lot of locals, testing out the menu, loving it. We've got a really nice happy hour.
Happy hour is good.
Oh,
everybody loves happy hour. I'm sure a lot of you at home.
Everybody loves, $1 off draft beers, $4 house wines, and then of course Crabby's Barradeye Crab. That's what we're known for.
It's true, and it's also the longest deck on the water in, restaurant business. That's incredible.
That's amazing. Yeah, our deck is fantastic. It is quite a big deck.
Well, the craziest thing is when we were driving by there, and you see all these people on that deck just having a great time. Yeah. There were drinks pouring, there were people waving. It was a sight to behold, and I thought it was so funny when they talked about it, because I had never really thought about that, because we have a lot of these waterfront restaurants.
Right.
But having that presence, a lot of people sometimes they'll go to a different place because they'll think, oh, I can't get that spot that I want on the water, on the outside. But Crabby's on the Pass, I mean, they are truly a sight to behold.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's
amazing.
more than just our deck too, because our deck has almost every table is right there on the water. The dolphins are going absolutely crazy right now, which is just a lot of fun.
They are.
But we also have an upper level, which is full on windows. So even if it's cold or rainy season like we've been experiencing, we can get you upstairs and you're right there, right by the window. The dolphin view's actually better upstairs inside,
Perfect.
if you believe it or not. But yeah, we've been doing great, having fun.
That's awesome. Well, let me ask you this, since we have you on here, Jackie. Crabby's has been doing wonderful things for the community. They are an absolute treasure. What's your favorite menu item, I have to ask you?
I would definitely say the crab and spinach dip is always a great seller, especially when you had a couple of those beers from the happy hour.
That's the second time I've heard
that. A little
that.
munchy. And then always go grouper tacos, but obviously that Paradise crab. We do something called fire roasted, where we toss on this Cajun garlic butter after we steam them, roast up the legs. Super messy, super delicious. So
Hey, I know that during any happy hour, especially one that is popular like Crabby's, I mean, if you're going to have butter and garlic,
yeah.
I think it's going to be a good time.
Yes, definitely.
But thank you so much, Jackie, for coming on. And we hope to have you guys again and again.
Definitely.
And thank you for everything you do for the foundation.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
thank you for, I mean, Crabby's on the pass, folks.
Yeah.
Title sponsor of the Old Salt's 28th Annual King of the Beach. And, hey, it's hard to follow up that interview.
Well, come check us out, guys.
Take care, guys. We'll be back in just a second, and we'll leave you with that.
Who's that?
Can I
keep this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, do you need any more help? Like, are you going to announce things?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah. We have them at 10.
you want to hang out with us, yeah, that's fine.
Well, I got to go get some food.
And it would be nice to talk about Crabby's and stuff more. Yeah, check in periodically. You're welcome to.
Yeah, because we're, I think we got more hands coming on deck.
Guys, this is Captain Zach Sturm. I'm here with Captain Doug Hall, and Doug is here supporting with the Old Salts Foundation. I kind of wanted to talk to him because he is an inshore captain, does a great job. You do nearshore stuff too, I'm assuming, with Kingfish and all that. Tell the listeners and the viewers, I'm too used to radio, guys. Doug, tell them a little bit about your charter and the stuff you do out there, because I've heard really good things.
Yeah, we got inshore near like Weedon Island, redfish, snook, trout. We do really well. Redfish up to the 30, 32, 34 inch range. Get some in the slot that you can actually take home. And then we do the near shore, like by the Skyway, and the grouper bite has been on fire. My last 2 trips, we brought in 6 keeper grouper and we were throwing keepers back.
That's fantastic. And, you know, it's really funny, Doug, because a lot of times, like we talk about on Tampa Bay Fishing Radio, is the gag grouper bite and the fishery that we have here in Tampa Bay is fantastic. And a lot of folks, they think you need to go way offshore and have, you know, $1,000 gas bill to do it, but that's really not the case, and you do it all the time.
I do it all the time, and I mean, with my vessel, I may use 10 gallons of gas a day.
Outstanding.
You get under the rock piles, ledges, reefs, and the mangrove snapper out there.
We have good ones in Tampa Bay
nice,
too, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
up
gosh.
to 20 inches. We
Yes,
catch
sir.
American reds in the bay, believe it or not.
We certainly do. And between those and the, you know, the lane snapper, which unfortunately, you know, our friends at the Gulf Council have shut them down right now, but
along with the red grouper, they shut down.
Which
you catch them in the bay too?
Which you do, and I've caught many red grouper in the bay. I wrote an article for Guy Harvey at one point, red grouper inshore of Tampa Bay, and seeing you catch all these grouper, it just reminds us what an impressive fishery we all have here in the Tampa Bay area. And I mean, let me ask you this: what kind of boat are you running now, Doug?
Right now, I'm running it's classified as a 19.7 Pioneer, but that's
a good
basically
boat.
a 20-footer.
That
Single 150. Fuel economy is fantastic.
I have a friend and a client of mine that runs a Pioneer as well, and they're a very well-built boat.
Solid.
I enjoy being on them, and I know that if you are fishing today, you understand this, but if you're just joining us from home, you probably don't. Man, it is rough out there in the bay, and it's good to know that you're in a dependable vessel.
Yes.
To,
Safety first.
From point A to point B. Exactly.
Safety first. You can't go out there and expect to beat Mother Nature. That's just not going to happen.
Let me ask you this: while we're sitting here, you know, with the viewers and stuff, what is your favorite fish to catch in the bay, and why?
I can only say yes, because I like to catch them all.
I love that. This is my type of captain.
Don't know what to say.
It's like, I'm just gonna catch them all. I don't care what it is. I mean, as long as they're in season, we don't.
If the winds
don't
are
wanna do
high,
that.
if the winds are high and you can't get off to maybe catch the grouper,
Right.
you stay in by the docks, catch sheephead, mangrove snapper, flounder. I mean, snook, redfish, trout. I mean,
Well, I think technically flounder are closed right now too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we can just do this all day.
yeah.
They're
But
gonna,
I mean,
they're gonna kill me.
yeah, but the inshore, if the winds are saying you can't go out there, then you stay inshore.
Yes, sir.
And you got to have your options open at all times, because you might have had a trip scheduled, somebody wanted to catch grouper really bad.
Yes, sir.
And the problem is you can't always do that because of the weather conditions.
Yes, sir.
So you got to go to your B game and fish in close.
And you know, Doug, I want to pick your brain about that, because we had, for example, with this King of the Beach tournament, it was a very controversial decision that was made that a lot of people were okay with, but at the same time it got pretty difficult because we had the weather come in and everybody was saying gale force warnings and stuff like that. I mean, it's really something that I feel it should be captain's choice, and it's good that they did the refunds and such for folks, but changing the game plan in fishing, to get back to your point, is really an important thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely.
I mean, it's
now,
what we
like
do.
A day like today, you got gale force winds again. You got 20 knot winds.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to go out 15, 20 miles? Not a good choice.
Not a good choice.
In my opinion, especially in the size vessel I have. In the bay, you might still have 3-4 footers.
We had flats boats and bay boats and stuff out there in the bay. I would think by the downriggers hooked up that they were fishing King of the Beach.
Probably.
So what a treat would it be to have one of those guys walk away with the crown today.
They've had people win it in kayaks.
It's impressive.
I mean, seriously,
It's
at the
so
old Salts,
impressive.
they had a guy come in one year with a kayak that won the tournament.
Right.
So it's up in the air for any vessel. I mean, wade fishing, I doubt you're going to get it. But there's always a chance. You never know if you're wading by
If you do,
Fort
I want
DeSoto.
that guy on the
Yeah.
show. That
I
would
mean,
be fantastic
If
content.
you're fishing by Fort DeSoto, the Kingfish are coming and going
Right.
out of there constantly. Is there a
Yes, sir.
possibility? Yes. Is it a great possibility? Not so much, but
Not so much.
there is a chance.
But you know, the really cool thing that I like We have, if you're a member of our Tampa Offshore Fishing Facebook group, you may notice another group on there that we have supported, the Skyway Misfits Fishing Group.
Definitely.
And the Skyway Misfits, the coolest thing about that, and Doug knows, those folks are out there on the Skyway North and South Fishing Pier catching gag grouper, catching big kingfish, catching Goliaths like crazy.
Yes.
All kinds of great stuff. And it's world-class fishing. But at the same time, you could win the King of the Beach. There have
fishing
been
off their pier.
There have been 40-pound
Yes.
kings caught there. I mean, it happens. Will it happen when you're there?
It's hard to say. If you have the right baits, the right time, you hold your face the right way, anything can happen. That's the beauty of fishing Tampa Bay. It's second to none.
Yes, sir.
There's so many varieties of fish that you can fish, and you don't know one day to the next what you're really going to catch, because you might go out grouper fishing and you might just end up with a bunch of mackerel.
Yeah, and that happens too, because the ship channels that we have in Tampa Bay, a lot of you may know this, Doug knows this, but we have a lot of shipping that goes in and out of Tampa Bay. And the cool thing about that is it offers the perfect opportunity to catch more fish. And what I'm talking about is usually, I mean, we have flats. You hear flats fishing, inshore fishing used synonymously. You have usually, I think the average is about 9 feet is the depth of the entire Tampa Bay naturally. However, we have a ship channel that is dredged in many places all the way up into the bay. It is 45 feet deep in the center, minimum, and the edges of that have all kinds of outcroppings of limestone from the dredging process that is a perfect habitat for your grouper,
The ledges.
snapper, mangrove snapper, just hogfish we're even seeing by the Skyway, which is insane.
And thanks to that pipeline,
Yes.
the red snapper have moved into Tampa Bay.
Yes, they certainly have. And you may know the red snapper, big fishery in Louisiana.
Yep.
We know that. We go up there and we catch a lot of those, and we go yellowfin tuna fishing and do stuff like that. But it's really cool to see those fish following the pipeline, as Doug says, and they're coming into Tampa Bay in incredible numbers. And the best part about this is the red snapper has always been the tongue-in-cheek joke for any type of experienced fisherman. And even those that aren't that experienced, you catch them everywhere, just like the Goliath grouper. And that's why we've been really trying to make sure that the red snapper fishery is opened up. Big thanks to the state of Florida for taking over and doing that the way that they did for the recreational anglers, because a lot of people don't realize the rec anglers, that includes you and me too, as charter captains, the for-hire guys.
Unless you have the offshore permits.
And that becomes federal. And a lot of you are just like, why do I care about that? And I'm just as bored talking about it as you are.
Yeah.
But the red snapper, I digress, is so important because, like Doug's saying, we have big mangrove snapper that we catch in the bay, but we also have American red snapper that are coming in, and that opens a whole new set of possibilities as that species continues
You know what I've
to come
noticed
through.
lately?
What's that?
Been getting muttons in the bay.
Have you really?
Yes, mutton snapper, which really I was surprised to see, but enjoyed every minute of it. And they're actually, few of them are keeper sized.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, when you have a mutton snapper, I think the most fun that I had, I was with Captain Brian Ruby from Tampa Offshore Fishing, and we were out with a couple of buddies, and we ended up going, I mean, Doug, we weren't that far. I think we were probably 35 miles offshore.
Right.
We ended up fishing a mitigation area from the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my first shrimp of the day down, caught a 29.5-inch mutton snapper.
Awesome.
And it was fantastic. Good eating fish. A lot of times you see people fishing for them in the Keys.
Right.
They're essentially just long leaders, all kinds of crazy stuff. We're talking something simple like on a knocker rig. We got an egg weight, circle hook, shrimp. Caught a mutton snapper for dinner. I think that's phenomenal.
That's
in
great.
the bay,
and you're
that's
really
exciting.
and you're catching them up in the bay. You're using a 1/4 ounce weight.
Yes, sir.
Basically a knocker. I have my own setup. It's an improved knocker rig for me. But I'm pitching under these docks, and you're pulling out mutton snapper, mangrove snapper, redfish, and snook.
Right.
You can't go wrong. I mean, it's a fun time for everybody.
And isn't that the one I have to kind of put a positive light to, we have a lot of people that complain about the people in Tampa Bay really just, it's so populated. They say it's so populated, they say this and that. Well, the thing I found is a silver lining to that population increase. Look at the docks and the waterfront areas we have. Those are so fantastic, not only to our guides that are out there to take you on a fishing charter, but for those of you at home that fish your own boats and do that, because you fish those docks, you do it politely, you can catch a ton of fish, especially this time of year. Your mangrove snapper, your sheep's head.
Sheep's head are all moving in now with these cold fronts coming through. This is getting to be prime time for sheep's head.
That's it.
I mean, I've seen them already up to 24 inches.
Those are the good ones to eat too.
Huge
You know,
fish.
I have to say, Captain, when you have, for example, sheep's head, 24 inches.
The largest payout in King of the Beach history.
right out from the stage about 100 yards is a big tent with the American flag on it, and that's the one that's selling our youth T-shirts, our short sleeve T-shirts, our long sleeve cotton T-shirts. We have ladies performance shirts. We have long sleeve performance shirts. We also have hoodies and zip sweat jackets. So please get them before they gone. They always sell. I think because we had the weather and we have a little smaller event than usual with the gale force winds we had on our tournament day, so there might be some left. Usually they're all gone by Saturday, but I think there is some left there today. And everything is, please put your trash in the trash can, because when we're done with this event, we have to tear it down, and then we got to pick up everybody's trash. So help us out and put your trash in the trash bin. We'd like to mention our sponsors, some of our main sponsors. Of course, Crabby's on the Pass is our title sponsor this year. A beachside hospitality group restaurant, touted as the world's longest waterfront bar. They offer breakfast, live music daily, happy hour every day, incredible food and drinks. Come find us in beautiful Treasure Island. That's right in Johns Pass. It used to be Gators, which is now Crabby's on the Pass. We'd also like to Visit St. Pete Clearwater. For visitors across the United States, Visit St. Pete Clearwater represents St. Petersburg and Clearwater, and it's 35 miles of award-winning beaches, world-class art and culture, vibrant nightlife, one-of-a-kind dining, eco-tours, fishing, and water sports. Come stay and play with us. Madeira Beach Marina, great sponsor, great guys over there, Crabby and the boys that run the marina. You get 20 cents off per gallon if you're fishing King of the Beach. You know, at fuel prices now, it helps out a lot. They're our official Old Salt Fishing Foundation marina partner. And I keep my boat there. I'm there all the time. Great guys. Suzuki Repower Mastery Engine Center. They're another fantastic sponsor. They donate this beautiful Suzuki up on stage for our single engine division. You know, you go to most tournaments around here, not just around here, any tournament I've ever been to on this coast, the other coast, you fish single engine. I used to be a single engine guy, and even I fished SKA single engine. And you go there and you win your division, it's like $600, first place. We give away a $15,000 200 horsepower Suzuki Repower for the winner of single engine. That's unheard of around the country. That's why we're the biggest and largest Kingfish tournament in the country. That's just for single engine, and it's donated by Mastery Engine Center, Suzuki Repower. They also gave us, I think they've given us like 1, 2, 3, I think they gave us 4 motors this year. So they're great guys, and motors are tough to get. So please visit those guys if you need a Suzuki. Suzuki's kind of taken over the area. You see them on everybody's boats around here now. We'd also like to thank Pro Marine USA. They're your official sea hunt dealer serving Tampa Bay with new and pre-owned inventory, service center, fully stocked parts department. They are Yamaha and Mercury certified technicians. They are to the left of the stage, just on the other side of that big white tent. They've got a couple sea hunts on the field. That's where I get my personal boat serviced. They do a great job. We'd also like to thank Single Source Insurance, the official insurance agency of the Old Salts Fishing Foundation. Single Source offers many specialty insurance coverage, including center console fishing boats, sailboats, personal watercraft, yachts, power boats, and even houseboats. So they've got it all for your waterfront need. So please visit Single Source Insurance. We'll get back to you. We'll get ready to start this event, get a few more teams in line, and we'll get this weigh-in going. Thank you.
Dan, we also remind
Welcome back, guys. This is the 28th annual Fall King of the Beach Tournament. 28th annual Fall King of the Beach Tournament. We had a little bit of feedback in the microphone. Sorry about that. But I'm here, Captain Zach Sturm with Gray Burchell from
How y'all doing?
Fishing Radio, and we have the pretty exciting announcement with
We
the
do.
payout schedule for this tournament.
So our live stream is brought to you by 13 Fishing. We just always want to remind you of that. What a wonderful organization. And this tournament has a wonderful payout. Now, Zach, first thing I want to talk about, though, is you got some headgear on, brother.
I feel like I'm about to lose my job from a mean tweet or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But
the NFL is after you, sir.
We have a fantastic crowd here today.
Yes.
And I have no idea where the camera's going, but here we are.
There it is, right there.
The funniest thing, guys, is we have such a great opportunity. Big thanks to Crabby's on the Pass for being the title sponsor here. And again, 13 Fishing for all that they do for the kids and for the Old Salt Foundation and for sponsoring this live stream for you all today. And big thanks to our friend Jim Alexander.
Jim Alexander.
He had to head out of town a little bit early, but he is the digital marketing he's the
Overlord. Overlord
I can't even
is
say
the
it.
title.
Digital Overlord.
Yes.
And,
So
you know, Gray, it's so funny because we do have a really important show to put on for those of you that couldn't make it out here today, and we're thankful that you all are tuning in to kind of join us in the action. Hey, let's talk a little bit about
what you could win.
The payout. I mean,
Right?
that's the best part of King of the Beach. We do give a lot back to the community with the Old Salt Foundation, but who doesn't like to get fish and get paid?
So, overall division, right? First place is $25,000.
$25,000.
Right, and that's just if you just weigh the Kingfish and you just set yourself up in the single tournament, right?
Without any tournament within a tournament
That's
or
right.
anything like that.
That's right.
Perfect.
Second place goes for $6,000. Third place $4,000. Fourth place is $3,000. On and on, etc. Right? But then of course we also have a single engine division. So as you're coming into weigh, you got to make a decision, right? If you got a fish that you don't necessarily know, let's say you fished a single engine boat, that's the first thing. But let's say you fish that single engine boat and you don't know your fish is going to win it all, right? It might make more sense for you to go ahead and weigh in on the single engine division. And if you did that, then you could win that Suzuki 200 horsepower motor, right? How awesome would that be? That's valued at $16,000. And actually, we actually had the winners of the last single engine division on our radio show.
We did have them. We did have them on the radio show.
Great guys.
Really nice guys, and it was a lot of fun. But those Suzuki outboards from Mastery
Done a
and
wonderful
Suzuki
wonderful
Repower,
job with that.
You see them popping up all over the bay right now. It's a quality motor. It allows for you to get out there on the water, get back safely, and not have to worry about breaking down like some motors that we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Very
And
reliable.
That could be yours for the single engine division, and that's a value of $16,000.
That's right. So it might make
crazy.
sense if you have one motor on your boat to go ahead and weigh in on the single engine division, but you got to make that decision when you get here. Now,
Yes.
second place in the single engine division is $3,000, and then third place is $2,000.
Yes.
Right? So we've got some other parts of this. TWT division, $66.75 for first place, $4,005 for second place, first, second, third. I have to remember my numbers here, Zach.
We're just happy to be here. You know, you guys can see we're
That's
very excited about the whole thing.
And then third place is $26.70. That's right.
Now the high roller division guys, first place we're looking at $10,050.
Yes. Second place is $60.30, $6,030, and then third place is
Third place is still
$4,000.
$4,000, over
Right.
$4,000.
That's
is incredible. But
and then we get into Smoker.
Smoker
right?
is our third and our most prestigious tournament within a tournament here on King of the Beach. And Gray, that's $12,800 for the first
that's
place
big money.
on that one. It's $7,680 for the second place and $5,120 for the third place. And you may be wondering, well, what if I just caught a Spanish mackerel? Something small.
Right.
We have a Spanish
been
mackerel
there.
division. We've been there.
We've been there, yes.
It happens to
Yes.
everybody. But we have a Spanish mackerel division. First place.
First
How
place.
now, brown cow.
Yes.
First place, guys, is going to pay $4,000. $4,000.
Like Tommy was saying earlier, it's like $1,000 a pound, right?
It's like $1,000 a pound.
Right.
Second place, that's going to bring you $2,000. Third place, $1,500. Fourth place, $1,000, and fifth place, $500. With finally sixth place coming in at $250. That is money. That's real money that one of these folks, many of these folks, if you will walk away with after this King of the Beach, and we're excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So we always want to make sure that the ladies division is up in front, and first place ladies division, and that's sponsored by Johnson Jewelers. That's a $500 prize. Second place is $300 prize, and then third place is $200. And then we get into the youth, right, which is always there's prizes and trophies for all of those.
Sponsored by Fisherman's Ideal Supply House, which we fondly refer to as Fish, that are right over here in Madeira Beach. Great place to grab everything from tackle to crab traps to whatever you can imagine. They remind me of a lot of our friends, our counterpart, T.A. Mahoney and Company over in Tampa. Great friends of ours.
That's right. So the traveling angler is $1,500. Second place is $750, and then third place is $250. So
sponsored by Pro Marine.
That's right. And then spring fall aggregate is $6,404. So
$6,404 for the fall spring aggregate. So that could add an insane amount of cash in addition if you have been fishing both of these tournaments together as opposed to just one. And guys, it's really gonna get crazy out here. The competition has been fierce. We have so many folks that are just starting to line up, and really with a fishing day like this, with all the gale force winds and the delays and everything that we've had, this is truly going to, it's going to show who the champions are. This King of the Beach is going to deserve that crown.
Well, and I think, and we always talk about this, it's anybody's game, but it's so important to get in and weigh your fish, because right now, we don't have a ton of people in line, which means if you got a fish, it's got a really good chance. And if that's the case, you could have a fish that may, weigh in small in most years, but you might win the tournament with it.
Well, with all these places paying out in addition to that, Gray, this is, again, the richest kingfish tournament in the world. We have the best payouts. We have the best anglers fishing it. And really, when you're talking the top 23 places minimum are going to be paying out here, that is well worth it. Especially, you got to think about it. Up to the 23rd place, you're still getting your money back and part of your fuel back.
That's right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
We are going to go ahead and we're going to switch our action to the stage. Gray and I will be back after this.
Where my fish checkers at? I got Mr. Spaeth here with us. His father was the first president of the Old Salts. He's out here with us today. Got Mr. James Holder in from Crystal River as well. He's been with us for years. Anglers, while you're out there, please make sure you get to the weigh-in, check-in tents, get your hand stamped, get your fish tagged. Make sure you have a weigh slip filled out for each individual fish that you're weighing. All right, Dan, we want to remind everybody, too, when the anglers come through here and they give me their weigh slip, they're going to get a green ticket. And that green ticket, if they stay to the end of the event tonight, and we pull that ticket, one angler, just for being here, weighing a fish with us today, wins an additional $1,000. They get one ticket per boat. And we also want to remind everybody, too, that we used to do an anniversary year, and when that has changed, we changed that rule on Thursday. Instead of being a 28-pound fish that gets $2,000, it's going to be the closest fish to 20.21 pounds gets $2,021. So that's also a new thing that we're doing. I think it's great to see. What's up, guys? Hello. I need your slip, please. Mr. Hassan, do you have your slip? Also, what do you guys, 3, 4 generation Old Salts? Won the King when? What year?
Previous winner.
Soon to be 5th generation. Also one of our fine winners. This is an overall fish, Dan. This is called the boat 99 Problems. 99 Problems. Brian Hassan, Billy Hassan, and crew. Boat number 49 coming to the scale. Boat number 49. What's up?
Kingfish is here. Yeah, no, you can put it up there. Just put it up. Just hold it up. Go ahead. Put it up there. All right, it's counting down. With a fish weighing 34.53 pounds.
Nice fish for today. Team 99 Problems. Boat number 49, past winners of the King of the Beach. Uncle was also a past board member. They supported this organization since it started. So who's my runner? Oh. Okay. All right. Can I have your slip? Hold on, guys. I need a slip. Your weight slips? Sorry.
Hey, Brian.
I just can't stand up right now. I broke my back.
That's it.
All right, Dan. Next up, we got boat number 398. This is the boat R-Cat. R-Cat. Keith and crew in the overall division.
With a fish weighing in at 29.93 pounds. Second place fish. Now it goes to the charity.
And that was for boat R-Cat. R-Cat, Dan. All right, again, I want to remind everybody about those tickets for the Suzuki raffle, $20 a piece or 6 for $100 over at the T-shirt booth up there by the front of the field, as well as our 50-50. Next up, we have, this is Team Bud Lizer, Jason Lizer and crew, boat number 91. With a nice Spanish mackerel, first Spanish mackerel of the day, currently putting them in first place. Hold on, guys. Here's your ticket for your chance to win. If you're here at the end, you got a shot to win $1,000. Uh-oh, we got noise in the back of the line now, Dan.
With a fish weighing in at 3.78 pounds.
All right, Dan, next up, this is the team Always Something, Corey and crew, with a Spanish mackerel. It's boat number 23, boat number 23.
Hey, man. What's up, brother? How are you
We got a Spanish mackerel on a scale weighing in at 1.80 pounds. Second place.
All right. That was about always something, always something. All right, Dan, this is Team Relentless. In 2018, these guys in the spring event won second place. Then they came back around in the fall, and they took first. Team Relentless, boat number 98, overall division. Team Relentless.
What's going on, guys? Good job. Yep. Any fish is a good fish. That's right. With the fish weighing in today at 15.25 pounds. Good job, guys. What's that? Yeah.
All right, Dan, next up, this boat number 17, overall division. This is Team Liquid Buzz. They said they got a Liquid Buzz on today out there. One of those.
By his fingers there.
Not tonight, tomorrow.
There you go.
And if you need to do a lie detector test, it'll be in the morning.
It's a long one. You stop with the swinging for 1 second?
No? You don't want to be my random spot?
Okay.
Just for fun?
All right, it's counting down. With the fish weighing in at 27.82 pounds.
For Team Liquid Buzz, Liquid Buzz. All right, Dan, this next team coming up. We couldn't do this event without them every year and their great support. This is Team Pro Marine. Boat number 22. Team Pro Marine. I guess this is Bingo's Fish, overall division.
What's going on, man? Any fish is a good fish today.
I mean, hey, gentlemen.
All right, it's counting down. Give it a second. Weighing in today at 22.20 pounds.
Yes, sir. Thank you. He's snagging it on me.
That's your chance to win $1,000 if you hear at the end. Oh, you got one already, see?
I gave it to him.
Oh, you gave it to him. All right. And that was Team Pro Marine, Dan. Team Pro Marine. Fine line of sea hunts over there. Who do I got next? Liquid Obsession. This is Team Liquid Obsession, Dan. Boat number 94 in the overall division. Boat number 94 in the overall division.
It's counting down. Weighing in today at 16.84 pounds.
For Team Liquid Obsession, Dan. Hey, you're on the board, bro.
Who do I got next? Weight slips, guys. Hold on, gentlemen. Hey, weight slip.
That's it.
Hog handlers.
All right, we got boat number 122, Dan, in the overall division.
Weighing in today at
Where's the ladies slip at? I need a lady angler.
16.82. 16.82. Good job. Nice job, ladies.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that was
That's
a
ladies
ladies
division fish, Dan. Ladies division. First lady angler of the day.
And as the leader, that is our first place ladies right there.
That's it. All right, this is Hog Hunter's overall fish, boat number 122.
Give me a minute here. Hold on. They got
Jack Casey and crew.
Yo. Hey, stop. Let go of this. I got to reset the scale. You can't touch the hook. Hold on a second. All right, we're good.
You guys got your weight slip? You guys have a weight slip for me? Please? There's your ticket to win $1,000 if you're here at the end. Chuck Wagon. Yeah.
All right, she's counting down. Weighing in a fish today at 22.23 pounds.
For Team Hog Hunters, Dan. Hog Hunters.
I don't know. 50 teams did on last night.
All right, this is Team Chuck Wagon. Chuck Wagon, number 6, boat number 69, Lady Angler Fish.
Okay, let's count it down. Lady Angler Fish weighing in today at 18.46 pounds.
18.46 pounds for Chuck Wagon. They also have Paulie there with him from Wicked Tuna. Fished with him today. He said that's like laying down compared to what he normally fishes at. Beautiful out.
They already got their ticket. I'll take another one. No. Make sure you tell Melissa to take a video.
Anglers, we have about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to get to the weigh-in check-in tent. 15 minutes to get to the weigh-in check-in tents. All right, Dan, next up, this is Single Source Insurance with an overall division fish, another one of our fine sponsors. Been with us a long time. They also provide the buckets for us.
Yes, you are.
woke up and came here. At least you're honest, man.
We'll see here in about a minute.
All right, it's counting down. Weighing in today at 24.06 pounds.
Our fine sponsors there from Single Source.
You get the rod too, buddy. Sit, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome, buddy. Keep on fishing.
Hey, if anyone needs a roof set out there, we can handle it. Let them know.
Did you guys get your ticket yet?
Oh, no, we did not.
Don't give it this guy.
Here, y'all lose
That's
it.
if you're here for the $1,000. Do you know where your yellow piece went?
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. I need that one too. You're fine.
Handsome man right there.
How do you say it?
Rescue roofing.
Rescue Roofing. Roger. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Dan, next up, this is boat number 58. This is Rescue Roofing, a Rescue Roofing overall division fish. Team Rescue Roofing.
All right, it's counting down. Weighing in today at 30.43 pounds. 30.43.
For Team Rescue Roofing. Nice fish. Nice fish.
Chance to win $1,000 if you're here at the end. We should have rags somewhere. Ask
You know, Dan, it's great to see such a great crowd out here today with, you know, having to postpone the event here till Sunday, and still to see the community come out like this is great. Next up, we have Team Figured It Out. Figured It Out. They said they got it figured out today. Overall division fish, boat number 337. Boat number 337.
How much time we got left, Tom?
We have approximately 12 minutes, Dan. 12 minutes. Anglers, if you are in line to weigh a fish, be sure your hand is stamped and your fish is tagged, please. Make sure you make it to the check-in tents, one at the water and one here on the street. If you're in line and your fish is not tagged and your hand is not stamped, we will not weigh your fish.
It's counting down. Give it a second. Weighing in today at 19.64 pounds. Hey, you're on the board.
For Team Figured It Out.
Are you closest to 20.21?
I need to see Anthony or somebody from the team back here, please, if I could.
slime time. Who's that up there? Couldn't find your registration.
After we weigh, will there be time for us to take the boat home and then come back by land?
The awards and all that stuff are going to be done on Monday night at Crabby Bill's.
Oh, you said what night?
Monday, tomorrow night at Crabby Bill's.
Cool. So we can just leave after this.
Unless you want to hang out and win
Yeah,
$1,000.
well, we just want to get the boat home.
I'm going to give anybody that's here gets a chance to win it.
Dan, next up we got Slime Time. Slime Time with a Spanish Macarali on Team Slime Time, boat number 159.
All right. Love that hat. We got a Spanish mackerel weighing in today at 1.46 pounds. Good job, guys. You're on the board.
All right, Dan, next up, this is our first single outboard engine division, sponsored by Suzuki Repower Mastery Engine Center. This is Diamond in the Rough / Morelli, Blake Johnson and crew. Another fine sponsors there. Single outboard engine division. They could won that beautiful $16,000 Suzuki Repower package.
Winovich weighing in today at 13.91 pounds.
13.91 pounds. Currently our first place leader in single outboard engine division.
Tommy, how you doing, buddy? Good, guys. How are you? Other than I have a broken spine. I know it's pretty tough. Found out Thursday. All right, you want to carry your fish? We sitting in a chair right now. I need your that one. That's your chance to win $1,000 if you stay to the end. And our awards are Crabby's tomorrow night. Crabby on the back. Okay. Who's we gonna weigh our youth angler first? We got a youth? Youth first? You wanna wait first? Yeah, let's do his and we'll do the overall after.
All right, Dan, we got another long-time repeat offender here. Are you 4th generation Kingfish with us? 4 generations here with the old salts and the king of the beach. This is boat number 54, Horizon Haze. This is Dylan Walden's fish, youth angler. They also have an overall division fish to weigh here shortly with this, the youth angler. There's Dad.
Okay, let's count this one down.
Dan, we have officially 5 minutes. 5 minutes, anglers, to make sure you get to the weigh-in check-in tents. 5-minute warning.
With a youth division fish weighing in at 20.48 pounds.
Solid fish, bud. Team Horizon Haze. Dylan, nice fish, buddy.
Hey, 20.21 pounds, too. I want to, does youth qualify?
All right, trying to keep everything straight.
I broke S1 and L4 a year ago, and I just found out last Thursday.
So you went in and got did something?
Nothing, yeah. They wanted me to do it on Monday and Tuesday.
Just take a deep breath, Tom. Listen to me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I've been walking around with a broken back for 20 years.
All right, Dan, next up we got Horizon Haze, Chuck Weldon and crew. Overall division fish. Overall division fish.
I've been so proud of a 19-pounder.
What's that? Huh? 10?
All right, it's counting down. Give it a second. Weighing in today at 20.53 pounds. Pretty close to that 20.21.
For Team Horizon Hayes. Team Horizon Hayes.
Our bogus said 24. I don't know. It's weighing a little light today.
So you got about 4 minutes to get in that line. If you're coming down the street, hurry, hurry, hurry. 4 minutes to check that fish in.
Dan, this beautiful crew, motley crew that's headed up there towards you right now, this is Team Debatable. We're going to weigh Kathy's fish first, Lady Angler. Kathy Johnson, another one of our fine sponsors.
With a fish weighing in today at 18.69 pounds. Good job. All right, we can pull that one down. Yes.
And I believe they also have here boat number 175 with an overall fish, Dan.
All right, we're ready for it. You got to turn the fish. There you go. Yeah. All right, it's counting down. It's weighing in today at 19.28.
Team Debatable, Doug Johnson and crew. Mr. Mastrada up there. 2-minute warning, anglers. 2-minute warning. You better make your way to the weigh-in check-in tent.
Hey, Doug.
2-minute warning.
Doug, back here. All right. Take it easy.
All right, and next up we got boat number 105. Team Solidity now. Tom Campbell and crew, overall division fish. 1 minute warning, anglers. 1 minute warning to get the weigh-in check-in tent. Weigh-in check-in tent. Get your hand stamped and your fish tagged. Want to remind everybody, too, we're doing that beautiful Suzuki raffle. Today, all you got to do is buy a ticket over there by the apparel tent. 1 ticket for $20. 6 tickets for $100 to win that beautiful Suzuki Repower package, 200 horsepower package from Suzuki Repower.
All right, weighing in a fish today at 25.60 pounds.
For Team Solidity now. That's official time, Dan. That's our official time. If you're not at the weigh-in check-in tents, you are disqualified.
didn't know if Dad went with you. I heard
Oh,
you
yeah,
had a
no, you
little.
can- yeah.
I heard there was a little dispute about you guys running the boat by yourself.
Yeah. we've had our troubles with that.
Yeah. I'm not telling you my source.
We'll grab it on the way down.
Who is that? Where's your guys' fish at? Is that your fish right there?
Yeah, it's just like about 18, 20 pounds.
The right one.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Dan, next up.
Justin and Jared?
Just in time.
Yeah, no.
Justin and Jared.
We do? Did you guys weigh already? No, hold on.
I need a weigh slip. Did they weigh?
I don't think so, no. I mean, they're fully not.
Tell them I need their weigh slip. Can I have your weigh slip? The ticket. Did I give you a ticket? There. That's if you're here at the end of the raffle, yeah?
All right, Dan, next up we got boat number 415. This is Soil Tech, overall division fish, team Soil Tech.
Everyone that we did is on this list for the front gate. That's everybody. Hey, Tommy, baby.
Thank you.
With a fish weighing in at 18.20 pounds.
For team Soil Tech. Sean, be on point to take a photo of team Just in Time. Be on point. Don't miss this photo op.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, headed to the scale. This is boat number 67, team Just in Time. This is Justin and Jarrett, the overall division. He said Manny made it out there to fish with him today as well.
One second, it's counting down, guys. Weighing in today at 16.74.
For team Just in Time.
He called it 16.8. He must have a good scale on a boat. Hey.
Jack already weighed in?
No.
He told me he told me he had a 25 and a 20.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. We saw him at the line, but we didn't.
He's in the line here?
We saw him at the line, but we didn't know where he went.
We just cleaned the boat out there and it's been that's all years. If we do that, catch a guy. Maybe next year we'll be able to touch a rod. When they moved to Sunday, I was like,
You might move up in the game. Taraka, what is it? Takaro.
All right, Dan, next up, this is boat number 428. This is Takaro Blue. Takaro Blue, they have an overall division fish and a Spanish mackerel to weigh today.
If you're here, you can win $1,000. Looks of the line, everybody got really damn good odds.
All right, we're counting down. with a fish weighing 20.56. And grab his Spanish mackerel. We'll put that one up. Looks like a pretty good one. And a Spanish mackerel weighing in at 3.48 pounds.
Nice Spanish for Takaro Blue.
I think that currently puts them in second place Spanish.
Want to remind everybody that our awards ceremony, Dan, is going to take place tomorrow at Crabby's on the Pass tomorrow evening for all our anglers that are winning.
It's Marina Mafia, right? Marina? All right. You guys ready?
All right, Dan, next up, this is boat number 442. Marina Mafia, overall division fish. This is the Marina Mafia.
Was that 4,142? I got you. All right, it's counting down, weighing in today at 14.99.
For the Marina Mafia, overall division fish.
Thanks, guys. Remember, don't miss out on that Suzuki. We're giving this Suzuki motor away right here tonight. To anybody on the field that buys a ticket, we're going to pull that ticket. It's 6 for $100 or 20 bucks a piece. Go over to that American flag, the apparel tent, and they're selling those tickets right now. 20 bucks, you can't beat it. We're going to give away a $16,000, 200 horsepower Suzuki motor. To anybody on the field, you don't have to be an angler. Courtesy of Mastery Engine Center, Suzuki Repower.
Make sure you get those 50-50 tickets, Dan. Grab those official shirts. Once they're gone, they're gone. And that raffle for that beautiful Suzuki is taking place tonight. All the anglers, too, you got a green ticket that I'm giving you when you come through line. If you stay to the very end of the event, we're going to pull a winner for $1,000 for just weighing a fish. Want to remind everybody, too, the awards ceremony is taking place. You must be present at the awards at Crabby's on the Pass at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. All right, next up I have Team Private Stock, Dan. Private Stock, boat number 399 with a Spanish mackerel.
Who wants a ticket? What's it for? Win $1,000 if you're here when it's over.
What a fish today, weighing in at 1.36 pounds. Good job, guys. Every fish is a good fish today.
And that was for Team Private Stock. Private Stock. Want to remind everybody, too, if you jump on the Old Salt website right now, oldsaltfishing.org, we are doing an online raffle. We have a beautiful Nassau's fishing package as the grand prize. There's 11 other products on there. This is going to go on for the next couple of days. We want to thank all our fine sponsors for our online raffle. And that beautiful package from Fishing from Nassau. A gentleman from one of our anglers from North Carolina won it last year, and they had a beautiful time. They sent us a bunch of great pictures. That's a great package there.
All in? We ready? Spanish Macarali?
All right, Dan, next up we got boat number 331. 331, this is the boat All In. Jonathan Shipley with a Spanish mackerel.
Looks like a good fish. Spanish mackerel weighing in today at 3.66 pounds.
3.66 pounds, Spanish mackerel. Dan, can you hit a couple of those sponsor announcements out there? We got a fish here we're checking out. If you could.
We'd like to thank our title sponsor.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Got to get it going. Get it out here. Crabby's on the pass.
Hold on. Who just walked up there?
Hold. Take it off.
I don't even have a boat name on this.
Yeah, hang on, guys. You're jumping the gun here.
Come on back down here real quick, guys.
No, I just had to make sure the scale was zeroed and everything. I didn't see you guys walking up.
I just gotta hold you back.
Our title sponsor is Crabby's on the Pass, a beachside hospitality group restaurant touted as the world's longest waterfront bar. We offer weekend breakfast, live music, daily happy hours, incredible food and drinks. Come find us in beautiful Treasure Island. That's Crabby's on the Pass. We also like to thank Visit St. Pete Clearwater for Visit Across the United States. St. Pete Clearwater represent all of the 35 miles of award-winning beaches, world-class Arctic cultures, vibrant nightlife, one-of-a-kind dining, eco-tours, fishing, and water sports. Come stay and play with us in St. Pete Clearwater. We'd also like to thank Suzuki Repower Mastery Engine Center for sending up these fine motors on stage for our single engine and our raffle this year. That was 4 or 5 motors that company gave us. They're right here in St. Petersburg. They can hook you up with any Suzuki, our official motor of the Old Salts.
Everybody's a fucking winner this year, baby.
We'd also give a big round of thanks to Pro Marine, your local Sea Hunt dealer, and service center for all Mercury and Yamaha boats. That's where I get my boat service. They do a great job. That's Pro Marine right here at Bay Pines. I don't have the papers. Oh, here we go. We'd also like to thank Single Source Insurance, your official insurance agency of the Old Salts Fishing Foundation. Single Source offers insurance coverage options including center console fishing boats, sailboats, personal watercraft, yachts, power boats, and houseboats. For anything on the water, they've got you covered. So any anglers, if you did weigh a fish today, your name is already in the raffle for a $1,000 drawing, so stick around to the end.
All right, Dan, we got boat number 421. This is Iwakai. This young gentleman caught the fish, Ryan here. Overall division fish for Iwakai. I believe that stands for frigate, which means thief, and ocean, if I got that right. Iwakai.
We got a fish counting down here. Weighing in today at 17.66 pounds. Good job, guys.
For Team Iwakai. been better, my friend. You've been better.
What's wrong with you?
He had a broken spine.
Oh my God.
2 places. Yeah, found out last Thursday.
Really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You all right?
Huh?
That sucks.
Yeah. It's been a little rough this week for me, hence my little chair here that I've got.
There you go. Hey, Brian.
Everybody's here?
Everybody's here.
Lady angler first?
Lady angler first.
Lady angler first. Dan, you're not going to believe this, but this is the official last fish of the day.
Can't believe
We
it.
got 2 of them. It was a little. They said they had a beautiful day on the water. I don't know where they were fishing at, but he said they laid right down for him.
Lake Seminole.
This is Team Sea Dog. Team Sea Dog, boat number 348. This is Miss Karen Bixler's fish, lady angler, bringing it to the scale.
A past King of the Beach winner.
Yeah, we are gonna crown our king today and our Suzuki winner today. But every angler, I cannot stress this enough. If you win, we're also gonna pull our ticket for the 50-50, the Suzuki raffle that you can still buy tickets for. And we're also gonna pull our raffle for $1,000, whoever's here. But any angler that wins must be at Crabby's on the Pass for the awards ceremony tomorrow at 6 p.m. And you'll be notified on who's taking the lie detector test just following the weigh-in, I believe. So Karen's fish is on the scale. This is Team Sea Dog. Lady angler fish.
It's counting down, weighing in at 29.88 pounds.
Beautiful fish from Miss Bixler.
Were they sandbagging?
Chad was running down the street is what was happening. He was trying to get back here. Team Sea Dog, overall fish, Chad Bixler and crew. This is the official last fish of the evening.
That's pretty low. All right, it's counting down. Give it a second. With the fish weighing in at 29.74 pounds.
All right. Dan, can you read off our board? I can't make it up the stairs.
I don't have a portable microphone.
Oh, here, take mine. Alan will bring it up to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. I'm moving over. Our winner today, so far, unofficial, but it's our winner, is Team 99 Problems with a fish weighing 34.53 pounds. A past winner, I think that's the Hassan boys over there, some other guys on the boat. In second place is Rescue Roofing at 30.43. In third place is our Cat at 29.93. Fourth place, Liquid. Well, this is all unofficial. 29.82. And we're going to switch over to single engine. It looks like Diamond in the Rough. And our youth division, Horizon Hayes, 20.48. And the ladies division up top right now is Sea Dog at 29.88. And our Spanish Mackerel at Team Budweiser at 3.70. Let me emphasize that again. That's unofficial. We still have to go back and look at all the paperwork. That's why we don't run out here with the crown right now. But that's as we sit right now on the board.
All right, now we want to remind everybody we are crowning the king right here on the stage this evening, as well as our Suzuki winners for single outboard engine division there, sponsored by Suzuki Repower. Make sure you get by the apparel tent. We are pulling the winner for the additional Suzuki 200 Repower package from the tickets out there. 1 ticket for $20, 6 tickets for $100. You can walk away with a $16,000 package there for Suzuki Repower and Mastery Engine Center. That's at the American flag tent right there at the entrance where the apparel booth is. We also have a 50-50 drawing we're going to do. And we're going to do the drawing here for our winner. Anybody that's on the field that weighed a fish, you have a chance to win $1,000. $1,000 with the green ticket that I gave you out. I'm sure our friends at the Veterans Boat Parade got some stuff to give away as well. Jump on oldsaltfishing.org to check out that other package that I've been talking about. We got 11 different silent raffle items going on online that's going to go on for the next few days. Hang out with us while we crown the king. This is unprecedented. I know we had hard weather out there. We had a lot of guys that fished hard. We want to thank all our fishermen for sticking with us. Make sure you take care of our vendors out there, our sponsors. Get yourselves a cocktail. Get yourself some great food. And we're going to make sure the board is right here. The ladies are going to check it out, and we're going to crown our king and our single outboard engine division winner this evening. All anglers that are receiving a check, which is pretty much every angler, I believe, that weighed a fish, needs to be present tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. at our title sponsor location, which is Crabby's on the Pass. At 6 p.m. If you're going to have a lie detector, you'll be notified here this evening. So don't go nowhere. We got plenty left to do.
want this to be an event for everybody. We got the single outboard engine division. Think of right now, if you're in everything, it looks like you're going to take home about 130 grand.
42.95 pounds
for Team Longshot.
All right, it's counting down.
Team Loggerhead
weighing in today at 54.06 pounds.
Team Loggerhead with a check for $130,000, the largest payout in King of the Beach history. in front of you with the American flag flying. All right, I got Roger here from the Veterans Boat Parade. He's giving away, we got a shotgun today, right? We got a beautiful shotgun here. This is from Patriot Pawn and Gun. There's only a few tickets left. We need to sell this out. They're $20. We're going to do the drawing here tonight. I just got $100 worth because that's the only raffle I can win because I can't play in any of our other raffles, and neither can any of our board. So get up here and see Roger fill this board out. There's plenty of people that are getting money on this field. So you're going to go back to the boat parade? Here, tell everybody when the boat parade is going on and what's happening. We got a lot of guys that are.
All right, so I want to thank you all for coming out. King of the Beach is an awesome sponsor of the Veterans Boat Parade. All the money that we raise through the American Legion Veterans Boat Parade goes to local veteran charities. Next weekend, there's a 3-day music festival here, right on this field. Saturday morning, we are going to have the boat parade. It's going to leave the American Legion at 10 a.m. We're going to come down this canal right about 11 o'clock. We've got live music. They're going to play for 2 hours while we come down on the boat. All the parade boats will come right down this canal. They're going to stop right here. She's going to sing the national anthem. It's going to be a touching, moving moment. And if you want to join the boat parade, I think we've got about 20 spots left. Go to veteransboatparade.org, sign up online, and we'll see you next week at the American Legion right across the canal from here. There we go. Follow me. You got it. Want to buy a gun raffle ticket? Follow me. I'll get you the hundo.
Thank you. I need to see Team Bud Lizer and Team RCAT to the front stage, please, to the under the reg tent. Team Bud Lizer and RCAT, please.
Visit St. Pete Clearwater is excited to welcome the anglers and fans of the 28th annual Old Salt Fall King of the Beach Kingfish Tournament to beautiful Madeira Beach, Florida. St. Pete Clearwater is famous for calm waters, white sand beaches, and sunsets that inspire. It offers great fishing opportunities for expert anglers and amateurs alike. We hope to see you out there.
We want this to be an event for everybody. We got the single outboard engine division. I think right now, if you're in everything, it looks like you're going to take home about 130 grand.
42.95 pounds for Team Longshot. All right, it's counting down. Team Loggerhead weighing in today at 54.06 pounds. Team Loggerhead with a check for $130,000, the largest payout in King of the Beach history.
Hey.
Well, welcome back to the King of the Beach. It was one hell of a result. As you can see, we have everybody, all the who's who of captains around the Tampa Bay area, just having a fantastic look at what was a difficult tournament.
It was a difficult tournament. And what's really fun about it, though, is that everybody that weighed a fish, I think they're all in the money, right? That's what's one of the coolest things I've seen.
I think a lot of them were, and, you know, just putting it out there, this is the kind of tournament that you want to stay in. We always made fun on Tampa Offshore Fishing on Facebook of a lot of people that just want to quit and they want to not do the tournament. If you're taking a family out, we totally understand that.
Yep.
And that's why the Old Salt Foundation, they returned the money to everyone that wanted to get out of the tournament for whatever reason.
Right.
And we rescheduled it one more day for weather. But Gray, we had a bunch of guys all up against one another, fishing all throughout in Tampa Bay and
That's
areas
right.
around it. And offshore was not what's going to win this tournament, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know,
So we kind of called it,
Yeah,
I have to
we
say.
did. We did. And, you know, thank goodness we moved it. I did talk to some guys earlier with, you know, the Wicked Pissa from Wicked Tuna. I
Oh.
talked to the guys he fished with.
Paulie.
And they pre-fished yesterday on Saturday, which was originally the tournament date. And they said it was really bad.
Right.
Yeah, so actually the call was the right call. You never know with this kind of weather, but it was the right move, and they said it was way worse than it was even today.
Well, you know, the wild thing about it, Gray, is you ended up having these young ladies that were fishing in the tournament
Yep.
end up really just kicking butt, and they did such a great job. And that's
Yeah.
really why we always like to tell everybody, bring your family, friends, whether it's the boys, the girls, whomever, and get a lady angler on your team. It gets you in that Johnson Jewelers, the lady division, and you can get in the overall division and win the big prize money. And at the same time, our single engine division, we're talking about
There's a game for everybody.
It is a 13.91 pound Kingfish that won that this year.
That's amazing.
Let that sink in for that wonderful Suzuki motor from our friends at Mastery and Suzuki Repower. It's really, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't. And you know what I want to do is I want to start interviewing some captains that are in the tournament. We got a couple waiting on standby for us right here. If you're ready, I'm ready. We'll grab Avery Hughes and Taylor Danowski. Taylor's a previous winner. I think we're gonna have to pull their attention off their beers for a minute. But
I don't know if you can do that, and I'm not sure I want to take them away from those beers, knowing how hard that they work to, enjoy this win. But we have guys that are placing. We have not put this into the final yet, but the leaderboard is looking strong. And I want to bring one of our friends, my buddy Avery Hughes,
Avery, come on.
with us in the live stream right now, because they had a great day fishing
Taylor, you wanna get in
inshore
here?
in Tampa Bay, kind of what we had. And then we got my buddy Taylor Danowski right here that a lot of you may know because he is also an accomplished kingfish angler. Guys,
I'm going to let you guys share this microphone, but remember, you gotta when you're talking, it's got to be in your face. All right?
and I'm absolutely loving Gray Birchall giving these guys that have totally been on our radio show before advice on how to use the microphone. But Taylor, tell us about the day today. How did you like it?
We had some super tough conditions today. I mean, we were dealing with a lot of wind, a lot of dirty water. We were just super happy to just catch a fish, honestly, with the conditions we were dealing with. Congratulations to 99 Problems. They were able to find the one today, and that's awesome. But it was.
I see Crabby in the background. Crabby's over there.
Yep, absolutely.
And then but no. 99 Problems, congratulations to them. They did very well. And when you guys have this kind of competition like this, you're really just, guys, I mean, it's intense.
Brian's a really good buddy of mine, so it's good. I enjoy seeing him do well. And, I mean, if we can't win, I'm glad to see my buddies win. So, it is one of those things.
Absolutely. And that is a perfect reflection of the sportsmanship that a lot of people share, most of the anglers at King of the Beach. If you're not already involved, check it out. We do these twice a year, and it's incredible. I mean, Avery, how was your day?
We had a good day, man, honestly. The conditions were tough, and, we toughed it out and did well on, the opportunity we had.
What was the fish you weighed in today?
We weighed in a 17-pound fish.
17
16 points. 16.86 on the dot.
16.86, and that is in the money.
Enough to cash a check. Yeah.
Hey, it's enough to cash a check. And
conditions we were dealing
yeah, and with my friend Taylor Danowski here, you guys know a thing or two about cashing checks and Kingfish tournaments.
Absolutely, and this is just one of those things. It was just, it ain't the biggest fish, not impressive, but we were able to pay for the day a little bit, so we're happy with that.
Absolutely, and I know a lot of you have been watching this live stream because, let's face it, guys, it's damn cold. It's one of those things, you have all of this tough conditions is probably the better way to say it, but we still have a great amount of people here at the field at 200 Rex Place in Madeira Beach. And, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, Avery, since we have you on, you're a well-known charter captain in the Bay Area. I've done work with you with Tampa Offshore Fishing. You are one of the up-and-coming guys that is just kicking ass and taking names, if you'll forgive me for saying. But you have the passion for the fishing. And I think that pre-fishing and getting, I really think that has a lot to do with. Tommy's talking about Crabby again, but that preparation is kind of what makes you get these results in a tournament.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think the pre-fishing really separates you from the rest. You get out there, you put your time in. You can only expect a good fish in the end of the day. We didn't catch a good fish today, but a lot of good fish were caught around us, and we were in the right area.
Well, hey guys, we're gonna interrupt this for just a second, and we're gonna send you back to the main stage for the 50-50 raffle and some other announcements, and we will be right back with more after this. Taylor Danowski and Captain Avery Hughes.
We'll see you guys
in just a second.
It's been a rough week. 50-50. 76 whopping dollars. That was light tonight. Josh Harris. Josh Harris. You don't have to be present to win. Does he?
Which raffle is that? What are
This
we
is the 50-50. Josh Harris. I got his phone number right here. 941.
Josh, I hear some screaming. Is Josh out there?
Is that you? Throwing hand signals?
I don't know. How much did he get?
That's the 50-50 raffles. $76, Dan.
$76.
That thing did not rock tonight like it did last time on Thursday.
Thursday was 600 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, last spring it was over 1,000. We had a 1099 to the guy that won. The guy that won.
I'm the sheriff.
You're the sheriff? You can come up here if you want to picture the board.
What are we doing, Tom?
I don't know, Dan. What are we doing next? Oh, he donated half of it back to the charity. That was very nice. Thank you, sir. Over half. That was very cool. I need Brent Mogzig on point, please. Mr. Mogzig. Joey's right here. Can we move this to the center? Can we move that to the center?
Holy shit, that's heavier than I. You gotta swing the legs around. That leg. Oh, all right. There's a message in the back.
should get them up front though.
I need to see Doug Johnson at the front stage, please.
And what's the other name of that?
There's still people here, but we lost a lot. Johnson?
Doug Johnson, where'd you go? You were just up front. I need to see you, please.
I know, but I think the boys are on their way back here.
Would you like to crown the king? Call Crystal up here.
Miss Cristal, you want to do a Suzuki raffle? What? Hold on, we got to make sure we got all the tickets, and we need to put them in something. Get a bucket. We're gonna pull a winner for the Suzuki Repower package. This you don't need to be present to win. Yeah, look at that. Man. Some sexy jazz pants you got on there. Are they here? Huggy. Are they here?
Hey, we just use Gavin. They look the same.
What do they call that? A body double?
Pretty much the same. I told him, boss, hurry up.
Enjoy a free scoop of ice cream on us. I gotta sit down for a second. What do we got? Look at that moon.
Grandpa to stand up there.
Huh?
They're washing the boat. They said, oh, the awards are tomorrow. They went home to wash the boat.
Well, we can't just have Grandpa.
Really should use his brother. They look the same.
Bring him up here with it.
No, he said, he cannot come up here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blake, where are you at? 15 minutes. They can't. I'm on the stage for you. Do it right. Can you give 15 minutes? We do the $1,000.
Yeah, we can do this. We
Do the
can
$1,000.
do.
Get rolling. Make it 10.
Right here.
Make it 10. I'll pay the speeding ticket. All right. Make it 10. Bye.
All right, we're gonna do this
If you
first.
need me, if you can't wait any longer, I'll just call up today.
So,
Well, we can crown the king first, and
Crown
then
the king, then go them.
and
Yeah,
then
whatever.
do them.
All right, we'll do that.
That way, I gotta take pictures of them. So.
all right. All right, you ready?
All right, here we go. This is for the Suzuki.
If you bought a raffle ticket for the Suzuki motor, we're going to give it away right now. Get your raffle tickets out.
You do not have to be present to win. What's your name, sir? Drew is going to pull the ticket, so it's not yours. This young gentleman right here, you can tack him on the field or something later. Can everybody see that we're spinning the wheel? It goes round and round, round and round.
Close your eyes.
Look to the ceiling, look to the moon, whatever. Dig around, sweep it around. This is live. One ticket and one ticket only.
They had a blue pen.
Chris Raymond.
Chris Raymond, are you on the field? Even though you don't need to be on the field.
It's a 904 number, Chris Raymond.
Chris Raymond, are you out here? You just won a Suzuki motor.
This might be one that was online. I don't know.
I hope you have a pickup truck.
Let's call that gentleman right now on the telephone.
All right, what's the number?
904.
I'm not that fast with the phone. 904 514 4758.
We're calling the winner as we speak.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Casey, where are you at?
I'm in Boondock.
You're at the restaurant.
Who is this?
This is Dan Casey. What restaurant are you at?
I'm at Boondocks.
Boondocks. You're at Boondocks restaurant. Well, this is Dan at King of the Beach. We're up on the stage. We're pulling a raffle ticket for a 200 horsepower Suzuki. And is your name Chris Raymond?
It is.
Chris, you just won a Suzuki.
Holy kid, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
This is not a prank call, and we're not trying
He
to.
said that's the best news he's heard.
We're not trying to get him to extend his warranty.
All right, he's walking outside. He's about to pass out.
Where is he at physically?
Where's Boondocks at?
It's in Middleburg in North Florida.
Oh, in Middleburg in North Florida. So you can't really jump in the car and get here real quick, can you?
No, I can't, man. I wish I could.
All right. Well, say we're going to call you in the morning and scream out, I want a Suzuki, so I can get on the microphone.
I want a Suzuki boat motor. Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. Great job, man. All right. We'll be hearing from you, I'm sure. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That was awesome. Crystal out there humping tickets like crazy all year long. That was a year-long raffle.
Yeah, we knew that. Saw that 904 number.
Yeah, the guy last year, though, ran across the street. He didn't have any cash on him. He was staying. He just walked over from the yacht club, ran over, bought $100 worth of tickets, won the engine. He was from Canada.
Nice job.
But he won it right here on the field.
You got a lot of Suzukis in Canada. Come on.
Yeah. All right, we got just a minute here. What are we going to do? Roger, you want to pull your winner right now for your shotgun? No, it's a shotgun tonight, I think.
It's a technical shotgun tonight.
Yeah.
We also need Team 99 Problems up here on deck. Are you around? Can you pull yourself away from the bar for 5 minutes?
Hey, Amy, grab me my beer, too. No, it's down there. Huh? So listen, we're going to hit them with the and then we're going to hit again or whatever shots when he gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should push over. We're going to do that last. They're on their way back.
Thing's badass. You look at it in the light. We do that
Dan, were you using this microphone right here all day?
Yep, I was Wolfman Jack.
Man, that thing is fancy right there.
Team 99 Problems on your way up here.
They're right there.
Here they come.
Oh, you got to just give us just a second. I think you got one less problem now, though. I mean, now we got to go to 98 Problems. All right, give us 2 seconds here. Are my sound guys ready to cue up my song, please?
No, but I'm getting fresh batteries for the flash.
Alan, can you see if Amy's in there and send her ass out here?
Is Amy in there? We need Amy right away if she's in there.
Yeah, we're going to do the winners right now.
28th year this year?
Yeah, I didn't have any batteries this whole time, so I didn't have mine.
Don't you want to do the king?
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I didn't put the Suzuki ticket away, I was going to lose it forever.
All right, well, at least Dan, we got the guy's number.
All right, how do you want to do this? Start talking shit or what?
All right. We're going to crown our king here. Our award ceremony, so everybody knows, is tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Crabby's on the Pass. Anybody that's on the board, you're all getting checked. So every one of you got to be there at 6 p.m. at Crabby's on the Pass. And if you need to take a lie detector test, you probably have already been notified that that's at 11 a.m. over at my office. So, without further ado,
here we go. 28th annual Old Salt King of the Beach.
We have Team 99 Problems with a Kingfish weighing 34.53 pounds. Second win.
A repeat winner.
Repeat offender.
Here we go. There it is.
The Hassan family.
All right.
There. Get out there. It was a tough year. Tough weather.
Let's go, Brandon. Woo! Hey, how about a huge thank you to the Old Salts and all their volunteers for all the hard work they put in. This is by far the premier event on the west coast of Florida, and these guys bust their butts to keep it that way. I know some people were upset over the fact that they moved the tournament to Sunday, but ultimately it was the right decision with the weather we were given. You know, it's not an easy decision for these guys to have to do that and work out the logistics. So
People need to be a little more understanding and work with the people that are trying to provide a great event for us fishermen. So I can't even tell you how blessed we are to do this not once but now twice. And it was actually 6 years to the day that my father and I did this, and we're up here on this stage. So the feeling is incredible. I thank the Old Salts, and I thank everybody who participates in the event, keeps it going, and gets the money up there for the charities and all the rest. Everybody's doing an awesome job, and we all need to keep it up.
Team 99 Problems! Our 28-year King of the Beach.
Their family's been involved in the Old Salts. I can't even, way before my time. Their uncle, I don't know, he's not here tonight. Mr. Jimmy Hassel was the one that suckered me in to be the president of this organization after him.
If he keeps winning, we're going to have to get him a plus-size robe. Let's keep fishing. That's all you got? No, we should. Don't beat it up too bad. Greg's going to need to get that thing fish rubbed for you. Also want to thank Caddies for being our stage sponsor. Man down, man down. And we're waiting just one moment here. We have our anglers that won our single outboard engine division. They are just about on the field. I'm allowed to have a beer now. Ice Cold Reef Donkey. Our official beer of the Old Salt Fishing Foundation. Of course, we want to thank Crabby's on the Pass for being our title sponsor this year. Visit St. Pete Clearwater. We couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without the fine city Madeira Beach. Suzuki Repower Mastery Engine Center. A huge shout out to Sunbelt.
we couldn't. Those guys donated all the equipment that we needed to put the event on this year, and it took a huge burden off of us to have the additional equipment. Crystal bought me a new can. I wouldn't, instead of the draft. Three generations right there. And I know there's got to be a fourth. There no other Hassan here tonight?
What is the most wins for a King of the Beach? I think the other Hassan has it, right?
Jimmy has it, yes.
Jimmy has it.
Yeah.
I think he won it 3 times.
Yeah. Katie's father. But that's in the beginning days. I don't know. They might have been fishing the Biddison at one point during the hat, and Biddison and La Perla. And
Jimmy Hassan won the very first King of the Beach also.
Yes, he did. It is a family affair. These guys, like I said, long-time supporters, several past presidents of the organization in this family. Where is the old man at tonight? He's not here for the win?
All right, we're looking for Team Diamonds in the Rough. I think they walked out to their car. They'll be coming back in a second.
They're running, Dan, frantically.
They're running back here.
And I still got our $1,000 drawing to give away here just as soon as we're done. And that you do have to be here for. What cut you? Did the kingfish bite you when it was dead? Yeah. They'll do that, you know. We might need to keep your guys' bag so I can give it to Mr. Aragon. Is that something we can do?
All right, they're here. Team and Diamonds in the Rough. You're up next. Diamonds in the Rough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They can double park. Just leave them there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he tried to eat my microphone. Good job, buddy. You'll be back up on this stage again, I got a feeling.
Hey, Brent, are you out there? Brent and Team Suzuki Repower. Team Diamonds in the Rough, come on up.
I just want to remind all our vendors as well. I appreciate you, every single one of you being out here. You just need to be a little patient. Once we clear the field, you'll be able to bring your cars in. If you need to leave early, they will help you as much as they can via golf cart, or you can walk it out. But we're not done, and the fat lady hasn't sang yet. Thanks, Joey. Love you, buddy.
Here they come, running across the field. Team Diamond in the rough.
Man, these guys are killing me.
They're not even sweating. They're too young to sweat. Get up here. Get out there. Come on up, Brink.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at King of the Beach with all the action, Fall 2021. And hey, it may have been a tough tournament, but we have a winner finally. And you guys, Team 99 Problems, have secured that victory. Let's go, Brian. What do you have to say about that?
Let's go, Brandon. First off, no, listen, tough circumstances. The Old Salts was dealt a really crappy hand this year between the weather, the red tide that's been present all through the summer and ultimately into the fall now. You know, it wasn't the easiest of conditions for anybody to fish under. I understand why a lot of people were upset over moving the date, you know, but ultimately it was the right decision for the tournament. And you know, the tournament directors ultimately they did the best they could with the hand they were dealt. So,
well, let me ask you this: that was a very humble way to go about being the champion of the night, as this gentleman is. But how does it feel to be the king?
So we actually won this 6 years ago to the day, and I got to do it with my father then, and I got to do it with my father again today, and now my son as well got to get up on stage with me. So,
and that's pretty impressive, and we have all of that captured. And this is really, truly, Brian, one of the most touching things about this tournament. You got a bunch of emotions. A lot of you are seeing this at home. This is a whole new generation, and it's going to go from father to son to father to son, and that's special.
You know, you're right, and that's what a lot of people lose sight of. You know, just like moving the date yesterday, people don't understand that there's women and children and, you know, elders that want to be involved and want to participate in these tournaments, and they want to do it as a family. And, you know, if you don't give them that opportunity, we lose the sport. We have to bring our kids up doing this. We have to respect our elders and where we came from. You know, so if we can delay a day and make it happen, I think that was the right thing to do. And, you know, my dad's 62 years old with really bad arthritis, and he wouldn't have been able to fish yesterday, and today he was, and actually caught the fish.
And the beauty of that is, look where you guys ended up. You were on top, you're the champions, and having that father-son dynamic, a lot of times, I mean, that's what's encouraged you, that's what's brought you to the success that you've had here, and, you know, this is just amazing. I mean, overall, you guys, it's great.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I've done this since 1991. I was 11 years old fishing my first Kingfish tournament 30 years ago. And back then, my grandfather was involved with us, and he's unfortunately passed. And, you know,
we only gave green tickets out. I hope you didn't throw your tickets.
We had a cool moment today.
Yeah.
My grandparents are both at the VA hospital,
Do I need to bring
at the VA cemetery, and going by there today on our way to the weigh-in, we got to see them and tell them how well we did.
And brother, they're looking down right now. As a lot of us, we have so much action. You'll have to excuse us if we have a little bit of noise, but just like Brian's talking about, all of us together here and having our families and the folks involved that we love is really why Old Salts has become the tournament it has with King of the Beach. And Brian, I could not be prouder for you all to have won such an incredible one on such a tough one, because it's one thing to be against 600 people, but when you have the brave souls that were able to manage even that, including your father and yourself and your family, it's really, this one has showed who the real guys are, who the kings are, and hey, we're going to have to wait for the rest until next spring. But Brian, thank you. Do you have any other words for the viewers?
Listen, all I can say is come out and support the Old Salts in the spring. You know, weather, granted, you know, it hurt the circumstances for this tournament, but that's not always the case. These people do a really great job. They really work hard to promote the charity, as well as promote our fishermen and support us. And you know, they give us a first-class event, so they deserve to have our support on the back end.
That's awesome. Do you have any folks or team sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to?
you know, just my fiance and my son and Patrick, who's my partner in my business. You know, I mean, we all work together and we work hard to, you know, make this all come together and make it happen. So
It's honestly been such a privilege of a night, and Brian, thank you for your time. And guys, we're going to have these champions featured all over the place. Spring King of the Beach, join. It's truly a family affair. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Guys, we're going to go ahead and switch back to the main stage, but we have a lot more excitement as we wrap up the King of the Beach tournament. And as you see, Brian walks away with his crown. We certainly have a lot of fun going on. We'll be back with you in just a second. We're going to go ahead and switch to the main stage.
Tackle boxes. Go grab a rod over there, buddy. We got a couple left. You're welcome, honey. If you could get a picture when you guys all get up there. Oh, go ahead. Scooch on down over there. They'll get you one. We got a few left still. Just don't fall off the stage there, honey. You'll break your back like I did. You are so welcome, honey. Say, yell, thank you, Fisherman Ideal Supply House and 13 Fishing. Say, thank you, Fish and 13 Fishing.
Thank you, Fish and 13 Fishes.
Thank you. Without our youth sponsors, we couldn't do what we do. Come spring, we're going to have our kids tournament back again on the seawall. We had over 800. We broke the record. First time doing it. We had 800 kids on the seawall out here, and every single one of them got a reel rod and reel combo. What's that combo say right there? $60, $59.99. Your hat's right there. Get all together real quick so we can get a picture with all you guys. So we can send it to 13 and Fisherman's Ideal Supply House. You got enough of them? This is the future of our sport right here. And that's what Old Salt's, one of its major missions is, other than supporting all our fine charities. Hold on, stay right up there. You're going to be getting to get one more bag. Hold on. Come on, let's hear a huge round of applause for all our anglers. This is the future of fishing. Thanks to Fisherman and Ideal Supply House, 13 Fishing, the Old Salt Fishing Foundation,
All right.
and what you guys all do for us. Everything that, other than what the anglers pay, that goes back to the anglers. What you spend here on the field goes back to our fine charities. Every single one of us, including myself, are volunteers. Anybody in a blue shirt you see out there, they're volunteers. It takes over 300 people to put this event on, and we do it twice a year. We got one more guy coming. Whoa. I like your haircut, buddy. That is rocking. All right. Anybody want to say anything?
Thank you for everyone being here. Have a nice night.
That's it. Fish on. Fish on. Don't forget your hat. Don't you have a hat or a beanie up here? Which one? You got? Oh, that's all right. That's all right. It wasn't the first time I was hit with a fishing rod. At least there's no hooks in it. All right. Everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you to all our fine sponsors. Please support the people that support the Old Salts, because we couldn't do it without each and every one of them. Every one of our sponsors, our vendors, yourselves for making this all possible. Until we see you in the fall or at January's meeting, tight lines and calm seas, both on and off the water. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. This is Captain Zach at Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. I have Gray with me. And
what's up, y'all?
We have our single-engine division winners that are, I mean, with just under 14 pounds. It's pretty impressive that you guys were able to win that and that incredible prize that went with it. Let's talk about it. What are you thinking?
Well, we knew going into it, Ben and I, that with the weather being so bad the last few days, that we needed to find out where the fish were going to be, where the water was going to be clean, and where the bait was. We knew that there was bait in Tampa Bay, and we figured that with the wind being northwest, the beach was going to be pretty much unfishable in a single-engine boat, super dirty. We ran from Indian Rocks Beach all the way up into Upper Tampa Bay, basically. Fished all day, same spot, till the last minute, and it ended up paying off.
Well, is this your first King of the Beach win?
Win, yes.
How many years have you fished it?
Him and I together, this is our second time, so I fished it on other people's boats probably, 5-6 years now.
I got a personal question for you.
That's amazing.
How old are you?
22.
Congratulations, man. That's an awesome win, especially for your age. You look like you could be 13. You look like you could be 25. I don't know. It's one of those things.
You never know. And the funny thing about that is to see two young men starting out their fishing career winning like this. And congrats to you guys. Congrats to the rest of your team. Anything else you'd like to say, buddy? Perfect. Well, thank you guys for coming out to King of the Beach. And everybody realize, even with a 14-pound kingfish, sometimes you can have these weather conditions where only the strong survive, and these guys did, capturing the single-engine division. We're going to do a quick sign-off, and we'll be back with just the sum-up and the finishing of King of the Beach Fall 2021 right after this. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Guys, welcome back. This is Captain Zach Sturm with Gray Burchell, and we are closing out King of the Beach Fall 2021 with such epic results. We saw a family that has been a part of the entire tournament for a very long time, work and win, showing the next generation how champions are born. And we also saw many other anglers that didn't think that they had a chance. Hey, everybody that came out to fish this tournament and weigh to fish, they actually had the opportunity
all got paid
to get paid.
That's right.
So
always
a
testament. We always talk about it. Weigh your fish, guys. Stick around for the weigh-ins. Make sure that you don't pass up an opportunity to win some money. You never know how it's going to play out. And this year it played out like Not a lot of weigh-ins, but everybody got paid. And you got to remember that money is still out there. So just make sure you always bring your fish to the table to be weighed.
Yeah, Gray, without question. And as you know, as you have seen with Old Salts, we have the most fun, and it's in a family-friendly environment right here in Madeira Beach. We thank everybody from our title sponsor, which this year was Crabby's on the Pass. They have an amazing restaurant where everyone's going to be tomorrow, Monday, and
we're a little off schedule from the changes we had.
We are a little off schedule, right?
Yeah.
So, look, it's not. I mean, it's been a wild one. I think we're all a bit exhausted, but we thank you guys. Also, 13 Fishing for what they've done for the kids and for this live stream, and also the folks at Visit St. Pete Clearwater for their long-term partnership with the Old Salt Foundation. If you want more info about the Old Salt Foundation, check out oldsaltfishing.org or check us out at Tampa Offshore Fishing on Facebook, and we will show you guys all of the fun from this year's King of the Beach. We'll be right back after this. Everybody's shutting down, and Gray, I think it was a good night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a guy just walked in front of us.
Yeah,
so
that's okay.
It's
we forgive
great.
you.
We have a good one, you guys. Good night.
Thank you.
want this to be an event for everybody. We got the single outboard engine division. Think of right now, if you're in everything, it looks like you're going to take home about 130 grand.
42.95 pounds for Team Long Shot.
right, it's counting down.
Team Loggerhead
Weighing in today at 54.06 pounds.
Team Loggerhead with a check for $130,000, the largest payout in King of the Beach history.